Your original hometown dealer, Saida, Trudeau Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram.
Friday evening, crews were dispatched to report of a one-vehicle rollover. It was unknown exactly where the accident happened, other than it was on the dry lake bed. They attempted to use a pinging technique for cell phones to try and determine the coordinates, and we did have some coordinates that were developed through the investigation. Crews entered the dry lake bed from Homestead Road heading south. Approximately 5.5 miles out into the dry lake bed, they found the one-vehicle rollover. The vehicle had no lights on it. It was in a position that the driver and the dog were entrapped in the vehicle. So our brush truck entered the dry lake bed with extrication tools because we couldn't take our heavier ambulances because of the recent rains had moistened the dry lake bed surface, and they would have sunk without the four-wheel drive capabilities. We also utilized our squads. We went out there, extricated the patient. The injuries sustained by that patient were consistent with flight, so I managed the LZ from Mercy Air 24, which was brought to the south parking lot of the Sherry's Ranch, and we managed that LZ while the patient was brought back to the hard surface. Nye County Sheriff's Office Lieutenant Pahrump assisted us in locating that patient. Completely dark out there. Again, no scene illumination by the vehicles, and without an unknown specific location, it was a little bit difficult. The cell phone did help us, basically triangulating, put us into the general area. What happened is he, at some point, just kind of gave up because of no cell service. Said, Siri, call 911, and actually Siri did call 911.
Wow.
And it went to Metro, and then it was transferred back to us, and that's how we got the call. That patient was thought to be out on the dry lake bed in an unconscious state for several hours before he awoke to make those notifications, because nobody knew where he was, and there was no one else with him. And again, that vehicle not having any lights, and that's dark. There was no moonlight that night. It was completely dark out there.
Wow.
Best advice is make sure you let somebody know where you're going, what time you're leaving, what time you're expected back, and the travel route you're going to take. Therefore, if they don't hear from you, they can call 911. We can get the appropriate resources heading in that direction, following the directions that were provided. And again, if certain time frames is a great indicator to us as to where they may be.